Mr. Ching? Mr. Ching, we understand your situation, but you've been randomly selected to get off the plane.
Why?
Please come with me. Please come with me.
Wait, he paid. He paid.
Dude, what are you doing?
He paid. What are you doing? He paid.
Listen to me. Stop resisting.
He paid. What are you doing? What are you doing? Oh my gosh.
What are you doing? Hello and welcome to KBS News. My name is Kevin Shekar, and let's get right into the news. Today we have a new subject of a United Airlines passenger being dragged out of the plane. That's right, dragged. And you won't believe the reason why. It states here that Mr. Ching is a doctor who was dragged out because the flight was overbooked. That's right, people. This man got dragged out of the plane because they overbooked the flight. Let's tune into our reporter, Jaya McDermott, to see what she has to offer.
Good evening. This is Jay McDermott here to interview mother and witness of the victim, Mrs. Ching.
Hello, Mrs. Ching.
Hello, how are you doing?
I'm fine.
I would ask her a few questions about the incident. So, Mrs. Ching, when you heard about the news about your son being dragged out of the airplane, how did you feel?
I felt very angry. They have no right to do all this to my son. He's scarred for life. We paid for the seat. There's no reason for them to do what they did.
Do you believe that no one should have to endure this type of treatment?
Yes, absolutely. If you pay for something, you should be able to get it.
We have time for one more, Jaya.
Will you ever go to United Airlines again?
Probably not, unless they decide to fix their issues.
Okay, well that's all we have, Mr. Shim. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you. I'm very sorry about what happened. Thank you. Now back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, Jaya. And we have a special guest that's come to us all the way from China. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Ching!
Hello.
How are you doing, Mr. Ching?
I'm okay.
You don't sound okay. Is everything okay? How was your flight?
Bad. Very bad. Very bad.
Flights are scarred for you now? Okay, well, we have a few questions for you, Mr. Ching. Facing the camera, can you say this? How do you feel about United Airlines? To the camera.
I feel
please.
very hurt. You know, they give me a bleeding. They hit my knee very much when they dragged me, right? It hurt very much.
Thank you for sharing that with the world. How are your wounds healing? You said your knee is hurt?
I fracture my shin over here. If you zoom in here, fracture, elbow very hurt.
Your mother, how's she doing? How's she feeling about this?
She's okay.
She's okay?
She's okay. Not like me.
We actually interviewed her a little bit. She's very worried for you. You have a good mother.
Thank you.
A few more questions before we get going. How do you feel about United Airlines as an airline? And do you have anything to say to people going on United Airlines?
They are very racist. Don't let it happen to you. It very hurt much, you know. If you pay for the flight, you have to fly, you know. You fly on the flight.
You bring race into this, but they said it was on random. Do you believe it's
No,
random?
no. They dragged me like that. Not random.
Okay. And one last question for you. Is there anything you want to say to the president of United Airlines? Because as you know, he's going to be coming here soon.
I will sue you. Sue you for everything. For this, for that, everything.
Everything. Now we have the complete polar opposite of Mr. Ching. Ladies and gentlemen, the infamous president of United Airlines. Hello, Mr. Joed.
Hello.
You seem very unexcited to be here today.
Well, mainly because I've been getting a lot of bad press about this, when clearly it's not really my fault, it's mainly the pilot's fault in the end.
I see you're pointing fingers now, but that's not the case. We have other questions to ask you. Pause. I'm going to be... First question to the infamous United Airlines president. Mr. Joed, why would your company, your own sweat, tears, and blood, do this to a doctor from China?
Right. First off, it's not my company.
Just keep out of it. Like I want to know why someone would do that to a doctor.
We didn't know he was a doctor.
That is fine. Let's pretend he was not a doctor. Why would he
We
drag?
wouldn't do that to anybody.
But you did.
It wasn't us. It was the pilot in charge of that flight.
Okay, okay, all right. But it was United Airlines representatives that dragged him out. Yes, they were ordered to, but why?
I really don't know why, because I was not there at that very moment.
Okay, I understand. I understand. Lastly, a lot of people want a public apology. A lot of people want a public apology for what has been done. And I know you weren't there, but you are the president of the company.
That is one of the main reasons I came here. I want to
So,
apologize.
Mr. Ching, Mr. Ching, could you please come here, please? Mr. Ching. Mr. Ching, please comply. Please comply, Mr. Ching. All right, it's okay. It's okay. Mr. Ching is having a little bit of an off day. Action.
To all the families I've hurt, to all the people I've scared, I apologize from the deepest of my heart, from me, my family, and my company. We do not condone this at United Airlines, and we will never will. Thank you.
Thank you for tuning into KBS News. Your host, Kevin Schechner, is always glad to have you here. Tune in tomorrow for
Oh my god! Dude, there's something backstage! There's an altercation! You
I'll
have
be
to
right
go check
back.
this out! Holy crap, dude!
Come, cameraman! Come, cameraman, quick! There's a fight going on!
Oh my goodness!